Today, I'm going to share what is by far the most common cause for unhappiness. And once you recognize this, you'll be able to reprogram it. It's just a habit. So stay tuned. Now, I want to recognize that there are a lot of different types of unhappiness. It could be anger, grief, fear of the future, of some potential future outcome. There's a lot of things that we get caught up in, but the number one cause behind all of it is attachment. We get attached either to an outcome or a particular person's behavior, which of course we can't control. 99.9% of the time, it's attachment. When we're able to let go of attachment, life is light and joyful. Now, it's easier to talk about it than to do it, so stay tuned. I have some tips for you. But first, I want to help you recognize how this could be factoring into your life. So let's say there's a future circumstance that is upsetting you. You have anxiety or stress about it, usually because there is something that may or may not happen. You're attached to things going a particular way. You may be attached to things going well because you want to be liked or not rejected. You may be attached to something going well because you have a fear of failure. But it's the attachment that gets you worked up or upset. Typically, the upset is coming from looking at the past. And looking in the rearview mirror is a good way to miss out on life. And this is really what contributes to most people's unhappiness. Sometimes it's grief over a loved one that's gone. Sometimes it is upset over a circumstance that evolved, or an upset over how somebody acted or treated you. But it's all dwelling on the past. When we recognize that we cannot affect what's happened in the past, we can only enjoy this moment and make plans for our future. It's liberating. Don't let the past hang on to you and ruin your now. That's a really critical point. Now, as I mentioned to begin with, there are circumstances you can get attached to for the future. You want to have goals always, a big vision that you're moving toward, but you can't get caught up or attached in all of the action steps that are going to get you there, because those frequently have to pivot and change. And quite often the end goal has to change as you're moving along and you figure out something else or find out something else. There are circumstances beyond your control or people that have to contribute to it that's beyond your control. There's a lot out of our control. You can't be attached to things you can't control. So as I mentioned, attachment is just a thought habit, and habits can be reprogrammed. The number one way to do this is by building your awareness. And this sounds like the easy part, but it really isn't. You have to just remind yourself to pay attention. And a quick way to remind yourself is just to recognize every time you're not feeling happy for any reason, whether it's upset, anger, stress, whatever it is, there's a thought creating that emotion. Look at where you're placing your thought. 9 times out of 10 or more, you're attached to something. You're thinking about something that's beyond your control, and it is creating an emotion that you don't like. So when you recognize that that's going on because of the feeling you're experiencing, you can move your thought. Try to just focus on the now. Just take a breath and bring your attention back to the present moment. That's a great way to just let go of whatever it was you were thinking about that's creating that unpleasant emotion. Now, this is a practice. It's a skill to be able to recognize your thought and then move your attention. But it's absolutely possible. Everybody on the planet can do this if they have cognitive ability to notice their thoughts. So number one, you want to become aware of if and when you're doing this. And number two, When you notice it, move your thoughts to something else, like the present moment. You can focus on something pleasant or just spend a moment focused on your breath to bring yourself back to the present moment. Let me know if you have any questions about attachment or using this technique to try and break that habit, and I'll see you on the next video.